We're sitting here with, actor, producer, author, choreographer, all-around stud, spirited personality, Taye Diggs.
Right.
So you talked about TV being far-reaching. I think I left TV to come do this, and what I love about this is that these people are so close to you right now, right? They're literally just an iPhone away from you. So if someone has a comment or a question, like it gets to you instantaneously, as opposed to TV where there's like 17 levels or layers before you would ever hear from someone. I think is what I love most about it.
The other day, I was actually given a moment where I was forced to really feel the weight. This young man was sitting next to me on the plane, and I can feel an energy. He looked African American or Latino. I was generalizing, and I could tell that he kind of knew who I was, but he didn't want to bother me. Right? And I was really sleepy. So I had my wine and fell out. When I woke up, I was like, okay, give him a chance, make some contact, so he knows that you are cool and he can feel comfortable approaching. So I looked his way, got my bag out of the little chamber up top. And he said, Mr. Diggs, I don't mean to bother you. I just wanted to say I'm an actor because of you. Literally. I watched this movie, the movie The Wood, and right after that, you were so funny in that it made me want to become an actor. And I've been waiting for the moment to tell you that right now. It was so fresh. He said, we were in first class. And the only reason I say it is because, when you work on a TV show, they have to fly you first class if you're from out of town. He was like, I'm on this TV show, Chicago something. Yeah. And I got this role, and I'm doing it. I'm sitting in first class next to Taye Diggs. And I was like, oh man, that was exactly what he needed to say to me for it to hit home. Like it wasn't like he was, still in, not that anything's wrong with this. Yeah. It wasn't like still in school. It wasn't just, like he was doing it. He was doing it. And obviously he's good because he's on the show. I'm like, oh man, that is cool. And I had to, then I became the fan. I was like, how can I tell him how, he did something that not a lot of people do. Like I can keep going in a different way. Right. You know what I mean? Right. That was cool. That was really cool. So. No,
it's great. It sort of legitimizes like what you do and what an influence you can have on people without ever knowing it. Right? You never knew this kid before, and without even knowing it, you've influenced his life and what that means. That's
the question now is, how did you start Mixed Me?
How did I start Mixed Me?
So we should say, let's just tell people a little bit what Mixed Me is. You're not just an actor, you're also
I'm also
I kind of love that you're able to do that. It would probably screw you up if I spoke faster, so instead I will slow it down just a little bit. Taye, you and I! You and I, right here! Taye's, I kind of love him a little bit. Too much? Too far? Too soon? Too soon? Shoot, I'll revisit in 5 minutes.
Mixed Me. So I have a 7-year-old little boy. His name is Walker Nathaniel Diggs. And I write children's books. Me and Shane, we've started a series called the Me series. The first book was called Chocolate Me, about a little black boy's experience living in an all-white neighborhood and getting bullied, and then coming to realize that he can be proud of who he is, in the face of kind of negativity. The second book is called Mixed Me, which is loosely based on my son, who has me as a father, and Adina Menzel, who is Jewish, as a mother, and how kids of all kids, any kids should be proud of who they are and accept who they are, regardless of what their parents look like or what country they're from, or what the kids at school may say, or what popularity group knows, kind of how other people identify you.
Chocolate Me based on you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. It's me based on my kid. And both of these books, we're hoping to kind of start a movement with people, loving themselves and having esteem, having a strong sense of self-esteem, because that, is the basis of a lot in this country.
You act, and then you got this dance thing, and then Adina kind of has this singing thing that she kind of does on the side a little bit.
Yeah.
Is Walker literally like the golden child of
and
art?
I told myself
I mean,
as a parent that I wouldn't ever brag on my kid, that I would just be like, he's an awesome human being. Like, just
he literally has super genes. Like, what are you talking about?
Like, he's better than both of us.
It's awesome.
It's really crazy to watch. Like, his karate teacher said he was a prodigy. He's choreographing at home without even knowing it. It's kind of trippy. You know, I just have to play along as the dad.
Yeah.
But every once in a while, I'm not. What are you? Are you Jesus Christ?
Right.
You're scaring me. You know?
Right.
When he was difficult.
Most difficult role.
I hate to be corny. Divorced. Divorcee. Newly divorced. And it wasn't a role. Hedwig, and the Angry Inch was the most difficult and the most gratifying, because I changed who I was I had to change who I was as an actor and as a human being, because it was so challenging that in order for me to delve into that role, I had to let go of everything I thought I knew and just open myself up to the experience. It's the character is trans in the middle, I think. He gets his penis chopped off. He has just a little bit left of it. Is German. Has all this sexual stuff happen to him in Germany, and comes over to America and tries to sing and falls in love, and gets his heart broken. It's an amazing, so I'm in wigs and makeup and lips and lipstick and heels and
so like a Saturday night.
Friday night.
Oh, Friday night.
I
Sorry.
really go out.
God, I don't do enough research.
I really go off on Saturday.